right, guys. That's right. Whatever it takes. Sure, we hear that all the time being in this business, right? Whatever it takes. What are you willing to do to succeed in this business, right? That's what it all boils down to. Let me guys share something with you. This has been a rough month for me. Rough individual month. Obviously the team, everybody's doing good, putting up their own number, but me personally, I've been going through it. And some of y'all might think, well, Jordan, you've been doing this for so long, why are you still having trouble? Well, the reason why, guys, it's a numbers game. We're all gonna go through the highs and the lows, and this is definitely one of the lows I've been going through. I've been tracking my activity as always, making sure that I'm not missing something, and it's just a matter of the opportunities. I'm just falling short. I've done 12 presentations in the past 2 weeks, and I wasn't able to close on one of them. That's right, guys, I have not closed on one. If you're a brand new agent, that's pretty much desperation mode. Obviously I have some money saved up to last for these 2 weeks, but that's pretty scary, right? Going 2 weeks without being able to write a policy. And I don't want you guys to think that once you figure this thing out that you're not going to be in a slump. You will. And it's just about staying the course, staying focused, and keeping that activity level up. So what I ended up doing on my 10th presentation a couple days ago, that I got a no. It was already late. It was like 8 o'clock at night. A lead took me to this house in Fort Lauderdale, and after about 20 minutes realizing I wasted my time, I got out of there. I was upset, I was frustrated, and I was asking, man, when is this drought gonna end? I was just ready to just call it a day. It's already 8 o'clock at night. What else did I have to do? It was already pitch black. Nobody wants to see me this late at night. No one's gonna answer the door. I had all these negative thoughts racing through my head. But as I'm still sitting in the driveway of this lead that just told me no, I decided to pull up my map view, and I looked to see if there's anyone else in the area that's relatively close. And it just so turns out that the next door neighbor was a client that I wrote 2 years ago, right? I wrote this client 2 years ago, and she took out a policy on her grandmother 2 years ago. And I remember last year her reaching out to me, inquiring information about taking out a policy on her mom. So I met with her. This was a year ago. I met with her at her job, had a real good conversation. About an hour and a half, 2 hours later, I spent a long time with this one, okay? About an hour and a half, 2 hours later, she told me she needed to think about it, because even though she was the decision maker, she wanted to make sure her mom was okay with it too. Well, long story short, she didn't end up reaching back out to me. I already knew what time it was. I already, clearly moved past that. But by me looking on my map view and seeing that she was right next door to me, I was thinking to myself, well, what do you have to lose? Part of me was thinking, what do you have to lose? The other part was thinking, man, Jordan, you're really going to go back there and show your face just to get another, excuse as to why she never took out coverage on her mom? Really, Jordan, why? Why don't you just go home? So I had the devil on one shoulder and then the angel on the other side saying, hey, why don't you just try it? You never know. Thank goodness I did that, guys. Thank goodness I was able to overcome me being upset by this no, my 10th no, and still going, spending an extra 10 minutes talking to this lady. Turns out as soon as she saw me, it's like she saw a ghost. Then she realized who I was. She's like, oh, Jordan, wow, I was just thinking about you. And I go, oh, great. She was just thinking about me. What now? What is she gonna give my hopes up on now? Right? That was where my mind was, because I was put through so much negativity up until this point. But I entertained it. I go, oh, really? You were thinking about me? What's going on? She's like, my brother, he's been bugging me for the longest time to get in contact with you. He needs insurance. I'm like, really? Your brother? She's like, yeah. And I go, okay, well, where does he live? He lives here. He lives with me. I'm like, whoa, he lives here? Okay, great. Is he home? Yeah, he's home. Let me go get him. So just because I went and said hi to her, that led me to meeting the brother. The brother introduce ourselves real quick. It was late at night. He didn't want to deal with this right now, so we set an appointment for the weekend. Okay, we set that appointment. He told me to come by on Saturday at a specific time. I worked a full day Saturday, guys, full day. Got 2 no's before I even knocked on this same door again. 2 no's already. So now I'm 0 for 12, and I got 2 no's. As I'm knocking on the door, lady answers and says, "Oh, he's not here. Yeah, he went to the keys." Just my luck, right? I'm like, wow, even better. My one sure thing that I thought I had a good chance on, because it was a pretty solid referral, no-showed me. But you know what? Even though in my mind I was saying, you got to be kidding me, this is ridiculous, when am I going to catch a break? I stayed focused. I said, okay, you know what? That's not a problem. People forget. I asked this lady, who obviously lived in the house with him, can you call him? Can you call him and tell him I'm here? I always have them call, because if I call, they're going to see my number and they might not answer it. And not everyone's going to do that. But again, you can't tell who's going to do something and who's not. But almost every time they're going to answer the phone when their family member calls them, right? So, sorry about that. Someone almost cut me off. So she calls him, and I hear him on the other line saying, "Oh man, I forgot about him. Tell him I'm so sorry. Ask him if he works Sundays." She asked me, "Do you work Sundays?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, can you come back tomorrow?" I'm like, "What time?" He tells her, "Anytime." Really? Anytime. Sunday, anytime. Said, "Okay, no problem. I'll be back." So guys, I went ahead, and man, I really didn't want to work yesterday. I just wanted to spend the day in the lab, relaxing, working on more content. But something told me, you know what, Jordan, just go. Just go. What's the worst that could happen? You continue your drought, right? Whatever it takes, guys. Whatever it takes. What I did, I showed up. He was waiting for me. It was pretty much a lay down. $127 check, good to go. And now I can officially say, baby, the drought is over. That's right. I'm getting paid tonight. And it's all because I worked on a Sunday. Today's Monday, by the way. So, of course, I'm getting paid tonight. But moral of the story, guys, is that no matter how tough this business is treating you, stay focused. Eyes on the prize. Don't give up. Okay? Keep a positive outlook on things, because a no can lead you to a yes. And it leads you to a yes as long as the activity is there. If you don't put in the work, you don't put in the effort, then you're showing God, you're showing the universe, the creator, whoever you believe in, you're showing that entity that you don't really want this. But my God, my maker, my universe knows how bad I want this business. And finally, after being battle tested multiple times, and I'm gonna get battle tested again many more times, I welcome it, embrace it. I'm ready for it. But for that reason is why I was finally able to break loose. And now I feel like a new person, guys. So I just wanted to share that story with you. Let's go out there and just continue to just focus on that activity. And I promise you, whatever you plant will soon grow. It's just a matter of time, guys. All right, I'll talk to y'all really soon. Bye-bye.